No hat. We're hatless. We're back again. All right, we're live on Facebook. Not Facebook. We're live on YouTube Live. Bouncing over to Facebook, and we're going to start the show in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not playing that.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Yeah, wait, hold it down. They're not playing tonight, okay? Which is a good thing, because I'm kind of under the weather. I don't feel like watching the game. I haven't had a cold in 6 years. Why is it hitting me now? Did you know that 250 million people at one time on the earth have colds? Okay. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm Randy. You know who you are, right? I hope so. I'm not sure I know who I am today. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. That's right. And today's the 24th day of August. It's a rare day off, but they got 2 of them this week. That's kind of bizarre. Our last show is on the 20th, and you can always find this particular show live at www.youtube.com/@Let'sTalkDodgers. And today on Let's Talk Dodgers, we're going to do the usual news, injury report, shout-outs, Dayton Dodger history, memorabilia, a little piece of memorabilia. Stats of the day, got a lot of those. Quick hit trivia that's unbelievable. You're going to love this. And we'll get you out of the ballpark and more. But first, the news, and there's a lot of it because a lot has been going on in the last couple of days. For example, the Dodgers have won 6 straight games for the second time this season. Yeah, that's worth clapping for. Before the season high tying winning streak, they had lost 11 of their past 16. So these last 3 games in that sweep over Pittsburgh was just what the doctor ordered, kind of like the Tylenol that I need right now. All right, here's how the weekend went, in case you missed it. Game 1, Yamamoto went 6 1/3, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, and 1 walk, and got 9 Ks on 107 pitches in Game 1. Tommy Edman singled in the winning run, 2 strikes in the 10th, lifting the Dodgers over the Pirates 5-4 on Friday in extras. Yeah, that's right. In Game 2, Tarek Skubal struck out 11 to earn his first W as a Dodger, and the Blue won it 4-3. And in Game 3, Snellzilla went 6 innings. Blake Snell allowed 2 hits, 3 walks, but got 6 Ks and 94 pitches to shut out the Buccos 4-0 on Sunday afternoon for the sweep. Yeah, I love it. And in the process, the Dodgers recorded 39 strikeouts of the Pirates in those 3 games, and they outscored them 13-7. So that was pretty darn cool. The Blue recorded 17 consecutive scoreless innings pitched, too. The only home run in the series for the Dodgers, I think the only one, was the one in the first game by Max Muncy. Let's hear it.
And there's Max Muncy, 251, 25 home runs, and he's knocked in 64.
And Charlie
2-2 pitch. Muncy hits a fly ball to deep right field. Back goes Mangum at the track at the wall. Goodbye. Max Muncy does it again, and the Dodgers jump in front.
Yeah, man, that was cool. It's also cool to hear Charlie Steiner at the beginning of that, too. So he was on the call for at least 1 or 2, one game, I think. Tim Neverett did the others over the weekend. Anyway, it's the only home run I think they hit in those 3 games. Andy Pius got his hand busted. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. More on that in a few minutes in the injury report. But this is cool. When everyone gets back, Glasnow's coming this week. He'll be pitching tomorrow. We'll have a rotation. Get this now. You ready? Counting? Got enough fingers? Skubal, Yamamoto, Ohtani, Snell, Glasnow. Also available, Robleski, Sasaki. Don't forget Emmett Sheehan and Eric Lauer can also start. Those 2 guys, along with Robo, will probably be in the bullpen. That's 9 starters we'll have at our disposal. I like that. We've tried to have a type of rotation in place in the last few years. 9 is a great number to have, but here's what's really going to happen as sort of expected. Eric Lauer is shifting to relief, although he'll remain built up, so he could use that guy if you need him in a pinch as a starter. He'll be available to provide length behind Glasnow if he needed on Tuesday. And after that, he'll be the primary piggyback arm when Shohei Ohtani returns to the rotation. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Let's talk about the other guys. Justin Robleski with left forearm inflammation. He's also going to move to the pen once he's activated from the IL. They're hoping early September. The Dodgers foresee him being a multi-inning option. like a long man. Emmett Sheehan was briefly in the Dodger bullpen last week, but did not make a relief appearance. He's remaining built up as a starter with AAA Oklahoma City, most recently dealing 6 scoreless innings with 9 strikeouts on Sunday. All right, and between drinks of water here, hold on, pardon me. You're sick, you need more liquid, right? Okay. Injury report. Here's the official injury report. These were just updated in the last, 20, 30 hours. Shohei Ohtani has left knee inflammation, wink, wink, is expected to return as a pitcher in early September, if not sooner. His status is that he threw first live batting practice a couple of days ago. His next bullpen session will determine whether his next step is throwing another live one or pitching in a game. That's pretty good news. Andy Pajas and his fractured left hand. Ouch, that looked nasty. He's expected to return in late September, so he's got 4 or 5 weeks on the shelf. He had a compression screw inserted in the 5th metacarpal bone of his left hand to promote healing. Oh, just hearing that. Ooh, that sounds painful. So get well soon, Andy. We need you. And Will Smith and his neck inflammation is expected to return early September. Status right now is he's beginning a rehab assignment tomorrow with AAA Oklahoma City. And like I mentioned, Tyler Glasnow has back spasms. Yeah, right. Wink, wink. He's going to return tomorrow in the rotation. He's starting tomorrow against the Atlanta Braves, the Bravos in Atlanta. After a strong final rehab, he's expected to rejoin the Dodgers rotation. And I actually heard, I've been telling you guys this for years. This podcast has been going over 20 years now. And I've been saying for at least 10 of it, they kind of fake some of these. They don't fake them, but they put guys with a hangnail on the IL, right? So I actually heard somebody on MLB Network today refer to it as the, quote, fake IL for what some of the Dodgers have gone through for the years. Now, Kirsch is a great example of this because every year for like 10 years, he'd be out for something for a month and a half, 2 months. And my estimation every year when they did this was, well, of course, they're putting him on the IL or the DL in the old days to save him for September and October. Well, it usually worked, didn't it? Because he'd come back strong and roar and wipe everybody out. Well, they're doing this with all these other guys. Snell didn't have to have 3 months off. Come on. They want to arrest the guy because he's going to kick butt in September and October. Right, Big Jack? Big Jack agrees with me. He's watching, right? We're going to check during the shout-outs in a minute, see who's watching. But anyway, I heard them refer to it as the fake IL. It's the first time anybody's ever admitted it. But major leaguers know that because, hey, if you got 9 or 10 starting pitchers and they can't all be in the rotation, you put a couple of guys on the shelf or in AAA, and then you bring them back. So we'll get 9 or 10 starters, which means we can go deep as anybody wants. And if we blow a guy off and like if we have to play a stupid playoff game with a wild card or something, so what? We got 8 other guys behind it. See what I'm saying? I've been saying this for 10 years at least. You can go back and watch some of these. They're still on YouTube. All right. Fun stuff. Shout outs. We got some personal friends here today as well as some newbies, I guess. I don't know how this is a mixed group here. All right, let's see who we have. Let me get another quick drink because I'm fading faster. All right. Boatload of shout outs today. Today we have some of these start off with personal friends. Scott L. What's going on, Scott? He lives right near me. Barry A. I've known that guy forever. Mark Langelo, the Dodgers allegedly watches. Hey, Mark. Shout out to you, buddy. I got a great trivia quiz for you. I don't even know if Langelo knows this one. He might. He knows a lot of stuff. Let's see. Larry S. Mario A. I know all these guys. Mike K. Now, here's some people I know. Becky P. Don G. Aaron G. Jack B. Raydeen T-B. She's hyphenated. Hey, Raydeen. She lives right near me. We should do something sometime. Get your bass playing husband out there. We'll do something. Karen V. Mark B. Chris C. Lisa G. Cheryl C. Todd T. Roger Yee and you and me. Fox Jabri, who's also Fox Kelly because he is El Zorro. Thank you and you and you and you and you for everybody for watching. Thanks for all the newbies that are here. I love all. One more time for all the newbies. Tell all your Dodger-loving friends where we are in Facebook. Tell them to like us in Facebook. Tell them to follow us in YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button. We're always talking Dodgers in here. And if you don't believe it, wait till you hear some of the stuff I got to tell you next. There's some crazy stuff going on here. This Dayton Dodger history, this is a good one. I don't know if we've ever said this one. If we have, it's been a long time ago. I knew about this when this guy originally came to the team, like 12 years ago. But this is a good one. Everybody forgets it. And my question, I'll tell you in just a second, is why didn't they use this guy to do this more often. On this date in Dodger history, August 24th, 2014, Jock Peterson becomes the 4th player in the Pacific Coast League's history to have a 30-30 season, as the first to accomplish the feat in 80 years. That's crazy. When he steals his 30th base for the Isotopes. Remember them? The 22-year-old Albuquerque slugger, who has 32 home runs and a .432 slugging percentage in 116 games that season, will join the Dodgers when the roster expands the following week. That's just crazy. And my question always was, I knew that he was a 30-base guy when he was stealing bags in the minors. Why didn't they make that guy steal more? Did he pack on more weight the next year? I don't know. He never did. He should. I mean, he stole a little bit, but he could have had 30 steals for us. I don't know why he didn't. All right, by the way, happy birthday to Kike Hernandez today. Let's give it up for Kike. Hernandez, 35 today. Max Muncy's tomorrow. He'll be 36. And there was a guy who had a birthday yesterday. He's starting tomorrow, and that would be Tyler Glasnow. He was 33 yesterday. Happy birthday, all 3 Dodgers. 3 birthdays in a row. That's pretty cool. I bet there's some major Mondo celebrating going on in that clubhouse yesterday and tomorrow. All right. I got some memorabilia. This is kind of crazy stuff. I don't know if anybody can see this. It's black and white, but we'll go black and white old school. Turn on the lamp. As I told my friend Cheryl, one more for Cheryl C. Cheryl alert. I told her once, one of the things I collected for years was Dodger pictures and players and stories about them from Baseball Digest. And when I didn't have the actual Baseball Digest magazine saved, because, the wife throws some stuff, makes me, we won't talk about that. Well, when I was working in an office, I used to copy all the articles I wanted to save. And here's a really cool one. This is from November of 2005 in Baseball Digest. And look who it's about. Look what they're talking about. It's about Jeff Kent. They say his numbers will earn him Hall of Fame consideration. They did. He never made it on the regular ballot, but he made it with the Veterans Committee. So there you go. And, of course, this last month, Jeff Kent in the Hall of Fame. More homers by a second baseman than anybody ever. And he was part of the Dodgers for a little while. So that was pretty cool. All right. Back to what we're talking about. Stats of the, by the way, I have zillions of articles like that on Dodgers. Anybody ever wants one or sees one, wants a copy, hit me up, man. I got boatloads of them. And I got more of them on my computer than I even have. These are paper ones from the file. I got a zillion of them on my hard drive somewhere, and I back it up all the time too. All right, stats of the day. We got a ton of stats here. I'm not going to stat you to this, but I'm going to give you some fun ones I liked. Friday night, the Dodgers improved to 5-0 in extra inning games, and that's the best record of anybody that has extra inning games. It's also the least amount of games, I think, one of them. But I mean, we're 5-0. And this is a good one I heard on the broadcast the other day. Freddie Freeman's baseball card, and to this day, it says he has a lifetime batting average of 300 right now. He's not done yet. Only 4 other active players can say that right now. Freddie's one of 5 guys that's an active all-time, lifetime 300 hitter in this major leagues. Wow. And here's one for all you Tanner Scott haters, although he's turned it around a little bit this year. This moment in time, Tanner Scott has a 32% strikeout rate and a 5.5% walk rate as of Monday morning today. He is the only reliever in the majors with a strikeout rate above 30% and a walk rate below 6% this season with a minimum of 50s innings pitched. How about that? How about them apples? Wow. That's pretty dang cool. Also, Tommy Edmonds' base hit walk-off in the 10th inning of Game 1 of this last series was his 7th career walk-off and his 2nd as a Dodger. I like that one. And then finally, our Jack-in-the-Box Jumbo Jack watch. Did you have yours this week? I had one already. So far this season in 2026, the Dodger pitching staff has turned the trick of 7 or more Ks in a game 108 times in 131 games. That's 82% of the time, which means you can walk into a Jack-in-the-Box the day after any time that happens and say, give me the Dodger deal, please. And when you order a large drink, I'll give you a free Jumbo Jack fixed any way you want it in LA and Ventura counties. And they don't tell you that on TV. They just say LA. No, LA and Ventura County. So Chris C., I'm expecting you to get one. Shout out for Chris C. All right. Here's a good one. I hope Mark Langell is watching this one because our beloved team historian may or may not know this one. He may because he knows a lot of incidental stuff. This is so trivial. I don't expect anybody here to know this. I didn't even know this, and I follow the Dodgers, and I've read all their history books and got a shelf full of Dodger history all the way back to the 1900s. Quick hit trivia. Most longtime Dodger fans remember that when the Dodgers were in Brooklyn, and Vinny used to talk about it all the time, their biggest fan was this lady with this legendary leathery booming voice and a cowbell to boot, and her name was Hilda Chester. Does everybody know that kind of thing? All right. Now, this is real trivia. Hilda had a daughter who was famous for something else besides being a Dodger fan. Her mom was the big, huge Dodger fan. She's the one that said, Vin Scully, I love you. You've heard him tell that story before. That's a good one. Well, anyway, there's countless stories about Hilda Chester. Nobody knows much about her daughter. Well, she had something famous about her, too, but it wasn't being a Dodger fan. What was it? No multiple choices today and no cheating. Answer in a few minutes. I think you're going to like this. It's fun. All right, let's get you out to the ballpark. The Blue is in Atlanta, hot Atlanta for 3. Can I shout out to my Atlanta buddies? The guys we cross-promoted last time, Rock and Radio, 2 of the guys on Rock and Radio with me. Jason Stone, the stepfather of soul, and Brian Phillips, Electrophonic Brian. All right, shout out to Brian and Jason. We're playing the hot Atlanta Braves this week. Tomorrow, Tyler Glasnow. Remember, he did pitch a little bit this year. He was 3-0 with a 2.72 ERA. Hasn't pitched in 3 months. I don't know, 2.5. He's going up against A.J. Smith-Shawver. He's 0-0 with a 6.23 ERA for Atlanta. That's a 4.15. I'm sorry. Erase. Tyler Glasnow is going up against Bruce Elder, who's 8-7 with his 3.92 ERA. All 3 games are at 4:15 p.m. That one's on Sportsnet LA and Cheryl Alert. It's also on TBS, usually out of market, sometimes in market. So you can watch either one of them, see if they're in market around LA. I don't know. Sometimes they play TBS when we're on it, but I don't know what purpose that serves, but they do it. Wednesday, Roki Sasaki in his 5-5 record, 4.42 ERA. He's going against A.J. Smith-Shawver, 0-0 with a 6.23 ERA, 4:15 game on Sportsnet LA. All right. And Thursday, 8:27, Yoshi Yamamoto in his 12-7 record with a 2.61 ERA. Are you bleeping me? Oh, wait, this isn't for kids anymore. Are you shitting me? All right. He's going up against Chris Sale, 12-9 with a 2.20 ERA. That's a big deal. That's a great marquee matchup for Thursday. And yes, it's going to be on national TV. Not only Sportsnet LA is carrying, but Fox Sports 1 is carrying that game, I believe nationally or just out of market. Check local listing. But all 3 games, 4:15. But that's a good matchup. Yamamoto and Chris Sale on Thursday. Should be a barn burner. Should be a great series. Hopefully the Dodgers have their best playing duds on so we can kick some Atlanta butt. With apologies to Jason and Brian. All right, everybody got that straight? If you missed any part of that, rewind, you'll hear it again. All right, a few moments ago, let's fix up this quick hit trivia answer. Let's see if Mark Langell, I'll ask him later. A few moments ago, we told you that when the Dodgers were in Brooklyn, their number 1 biggest fan was the lady with the leathery voice, Hilda Chester. She used to ring her cowbell and shout, Hilda's here, Hilda's here. Anyway, they say the ballpark was so small you could hear Hilda all over the place. She'd echo everywhere. Anyway, Hilda had a daughter who was famous for something else. What was it? Anybody know? I have to admit, I did not know this, or either that or I forgot it, because nobody really talks about it. Hilda Chester's daughter was named Bea Chester, B-E-A. Bea Chester was a backup at third base in the 1943 and 1944 All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. How about that? Hilda Chester is the daughter of a major leaguer. Bea Chester. I don't believe she's around anymore. Hilda was born in 1897. She died in 1978. I think Bea was born in 21. And I think she passed away sometime in the 80s or 90s. I'm not sure because I couldn't find the date on her. But Bea Chester was a backup third base woman in the 1943 and 44 All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. And you can look it up or go to Cooperstown and see the exhibit on. You'll probably see some stuff by her and her mother. All right, very good. And speaking of Hilda Chester, here's the first part of your bonus features today on our day off. It's Hilda Chester in 1960 talking about baseball. Check it out.
Hilda Chester, the 1960 baseball season is here, but the Brooklyn Dodgers no longer are here. Are you still interested in baseball?
I am. But there's a rumor going around that we might get a Continental League, but you can't compare it to the National League. There's no comparison with the National League players and the Continental. Because the National League and American League, we know who we have. But in Continental League, it'd be pretty tough.
Well, they'll be baseball players, Hilda.
But we don't know who's who.
Well, you didn't know from year to year with the Dodgers either.
No, that's right, too. But,
Yes, Hilda.
but time marches on.
She said that with a tear in her voice, didn't she? I love that. I love that. Incidentally, the Continental League that Hilda was alluding to in 1960, it was officially called the Continental League of Professional Baseball Clubs, known as the Continental League, or CL. It was a proposed third major league for baseball in the United States and Canada. The league was announced in 1959. That's why she was talking about it. It was just rumors. And it was scheduled to begin play in 1961, the later season than after when they recorded that piece. Unlike previous attempts at competitor leagues in the major leagues, such as the Players League in 1890 and the Federal League that went from 13 to 15, 1913, 1915, the Continental League sought membership and acceptance within organized baseball, as attempts to form outsider leagues could be quashed because of a 1922 Supreme Court case that declared Major League Baseball exempt from federal antitrust laws. Well, the league disbanded in August of 1960 without playing a single game, as a concession by lawyer William Shea, as part of his negotiations with Major League Baseball to expand to incorporate at least 8 new teams. And we all know what happened next, right? That's right. Besides the Angels and guys like that and the Houston Colt 45s, the Mets showed up in New York to all the Hilda Chester fans. But it wasn't the same as it was when the Dodgers were there. Right, Hilda? Right. All right. That's funny. A little history lesson. Don't forget, I tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about our team on our Facebook page from time to time. So check back often, mostly on days off, like this one. Today's a day off. Tomorrow, if you're watching this tomorrow, it's not a day off. But we'll do more of that during our next day off, which is today, 8/24. And I got a good one for you. I'm going to post it up after I post this up in Facebook. It is Koufax at 90. Somebody did about, I don't know what it was, a half-hour show on Koufax at 90. He turned 90 last December, so he'll be 91 this December. But this is a really cool look at him in this day and age, which is kind of cool. 90 years young, man. Guy's still cranking. Hope you guys got to see the deal I put up there with Ross Porter talking to Tommy John last time. That was an hour and a half. I said it was in 30 minutes. It was an hour and a half show. It got a little laid back too much and some inside stuff, but it was a pretty good interview. And of course, we lost Tommy John last week, so pretty cool to see Ross Porter talking to Tommy John from about 5 years ago. All right, we're going to talk with you again soon. So go Dodgers. Write to me at letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Don't forget to subscribe to us when we post up on YouTube, and tell all your friends where we are in Facebook. And we just love having you aboard. And we're going to end it with the Harry Simeon songsters. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. The last stanza of it. Hopefully they don't tag me for this in Facebook. They shouldn't do that. I mean, come on. It's not mine anyway. I don't claim copyrights. And if you play 40 seconds of it, it's not a big deal. We'll even turn it down and you can't hear the whole thing. All right. We'll just let it play out. Hope to see you next time right here on Let's Talk Dodgers. And come back soon, everybody. Tell your friends. All right. There's Jeff Kent, Hall of Famer, baby. Don't you forget it. Bye.